Hey everybody, it's Diana. So today I'm doing some embossed resist techniques and making a shaker card using MFT's Otterly Love You and Mermazing Stamp Sets that I recently acquired. I'll just start off by coloring some of the stamp images with Copic markers. I'm not doing anything fancy, just starting with a dark color and going in with a light color to blend it out. All the Copic colors are listed in the bottom left corner. Also, I should mention, I don't show this in this video, but I did stamp and die cut out some of the seaweed and coral from the Mermazing Stamp Set. I used Lawn Fawn Inks, Jalapeno, Peacock, and Carrot. So I'm just laying out my pieces, and this is kind of what I want it to look like. So I'm using MFT's single stitch oval frame. I cut a mask using a scrap piece of paper, and now I'm taking my MISTI tool and the Whimsical Waves background stamp and stamping with Versamark on some BRISTOL smooth paper. I put my mask in place so I don't get the background stamp on it. I do plan on cutting this piece out after I'm done some ink blending, and I'm heat embossing with some Wild Bright White embossing powder. So for my ink blending, I'm using some Distress inks, Twisted Citron, Cracked Pistachio, Peacock Feathers, Broken China, Mermaid Lagoon, and Chip Sapphire. So you'll see me start with the lightest color and then move to the next color and kind of go back and forth between the colors to get a nice blend. Eventually, you'll see me grab a scrap piece of paper just to hold my panel with so I don't get ink on my fingers. Now I lined up the single stitch oval frame so I won't get any of that wave embossing on the frame when I die cut, and then I'm die cutting out a piece of acetate using the largest oval from the stitched oval stacks, which just so happens to cut the perfect size for a shaker window, and then I'll just adhere them together. Next, I'm building my shaker window, so I'm using some 3M foam tape and I want it to fit the frame. So I cut the foam lengthwise into quarters, and then I'll be doing a double layer of this foam tape and setting it aside. realized I should have adhered my background panel in place first so I can line it up easier, but it's okay, I can still make it work. So I took a piece of white cardstock and glued the outer portion of my wave background panel down. Then I grabbed the mask that I used earlier and then put it in place so I could line up the center and glue it down. I removed the mask and then I proceeded to fill my shaker card with a variety of sequins from Pretty Pink Posh and confetti and chunky glitter from Michaels. I unfortunately don't have that footage because I thought I hit record, but I guess I didn't. Now I'm just adhering all the stamped images onto my card front with my Zig 2A glue pen, and I'm just tucking a small double rectangle of 3M foam tape under the left edge of the rock image so it's supported and at the same level as the frame. And like usual, I'm finishing up my card front with some sparkle. I'm using my clear Wink of Stella brush pen on all the coral, seaweed, and fish. Quickly doing the inside of the card, and I'm stamping "Have an Otterly Great Birthday" in MFT's Black Licorice Hybrid ink, and then stamping the same otter I used on the front in some Versamark in the bottom right corner. Last thing, I'm gluing my card front to my card base, and then we'll call this card done. I made this card as my entry for MFT's Camp Create to fall under the Remarkable, Resist, and Spectacular Shakers themes linked below. This is also my friend's birthday card. You know who you are. Happy birthday, and I hope you like it. Anyways, if you guys like this video and you want to see more like it, please thumbs up and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the products I use, they're listed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.